beautiful people. Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Vlogust, where I'm uploading a brand new video every single day. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for a new video. Today we're going to be doing a foundation Friday. I do these every single week on my channel, every Friday of course, and we put a foundation to the test. So today we're going to be putting the Maybelline Superstay foundation to the test. If you are new here, I am Luce Stephenson, but you can call me Luce because we're all friends here. If you are new, don't forget to hit subscribe and give this video a thumbs up because it really helps out my channel. And don't forget to enter my huge giveaway linked down below. And let's just get straight into this Foundation Friday. So today we're going to be putting the Maybelline Superstay foundation to the test. As you can see, I've got 3 different shades here. So let's give it a little swatch and then let's put it on my face and see what it claims to do. So these are the 3 shades that I have. The first one at the top is the shade True Ivory in 03. I believe that this is the lighter shade. Then we have the shade 10, which is Ivory. And then the last one is the shade 36 Warm Sun. So when I first bought this foundation, they only had the shade Ivory, which was their lightest shade. And as you can tell from that middle shade, it's actually not very light. But then I bought the True Ivory shade and I found that that was way too light. It like really washed me out and I was like, I literally can't win. So I recently picked up the shade Warm Sun to be able to mix and match with these so that it actually has a bit of warmth to it and actually matches my skin. I found it really washed me out. So my sister, who is a makeup artist, says that she uses this one on her clients, and she said the shade Warm Sun is literally the perfect one to mix with the other foundations, and it also really suits people when they have fake tan on, which obviously you can tell I have no fake tan on, but I always struggle to get my foundation to match the undertone of my fake tan, so I feel like that would match really well. But as you can tell, the shades are a little bit funny. Well, there's 18 shades, that's what it said on the website. So I'm going to take a little bit, actually, do you know what? I'm going to take the lightest one. I was going to go with Ivory, but I feel like Ivory has a little bit of a pink undertone and I'm like such a yellow tone person. So I think I'm going to take True Ivory and mix it a little bit with Warm Sun to make it the perfect colour for me. This retails for $9.99 on Boots, Superdrug. When I was looking, it was all like the kind of same price range. And I think if you have to buy 2 to mix and match to get the right shade, like you might as well get a different foundation because you're paying like 20 quid then. So I've just put a little amount all over the face because it does claim to be full coverage, and I feel like when I've applied it in the past, I feel like I've applied too much, which might have been why it washed me out and it was so like obvious that it was the wrong colour too. So I've put a little bit on and we can always add more to it. So let's start applying this. I'm going to use the Nancy Buffed Base RO2 brush. So like I said, it retails for $9.99 and it comes in 18 different shades. It says it has super full coverage pigment, super lightweight feel, super staying power. As you can tell, like there's a lot of supers in this. It says it can last up to 24 hours. It's got a lot of big claims, this foundation, when I was researching it last night. It's transfer resistant, sweat resistant, water resistant. It doesn't clog your pores. It's dermatologist, why, I don't know, tested. And it says because of all this, obviously it is suitable for more normal to oily skin types. And I think I'm definitely a normal to oily skin type kind of gal. I definitely do experience a little bit of dry skin, so I'm probably a bit more combination. But yeah, I think I'm definitely oily in my T-zone, that's for sure. And it does say as well that it is a matte finish, which obviously again would be even more suited for somebody with oily skin. So I think that small amount has given me a light little layer to the skin. I don't know if you can tell because I feel like it does suit my like skin colour so well. I think that Warm Sun is probably the key one to buy. And then buy maybe like the lighter one or the one that's closest to your skin tone as well. So yeah, make sure you take into consideration your undertone, because I think Ivory has quite a pink tone to it, whereas the True Ivory, although it is really light, has that yellow tone, so you can mix it with the Warm Sun and get it to match perfectly. I am going to go in with a little bit more just to see if it builds up and see if I can get a bit more coverage on my nose as well, but you can definitely see it on the skin. It doesn't kind of disappear into the skin, but then again, it is meant to be a full coverage foundation, so should it really be disappearing into the skin if it's full coverage? probably not. So I'm just going in with a little bit more. I'm going to tap it in with a brush, and then I'm going to tap over it with a sponge, because I'm pretty sure I remember my sister saying that she uses a brush on her clients, but she prefers a sponge on herself. So I'll see what both of the techniques are like, and then we'll see what it's looking like on the skin, and I'll report back in a momento. Okay, so from applying that, it is definitely a matte finish. I find the sponge over the top of the brush just makes it blend in, it just blends into the skin so much nicer. It has kind of bunched up where my nose is a little bit flaky, like on my nostrils and stuff. So that's something to bear in mind. But obviously it is a matte finish, so it probably is going to emphasise that more so than what obviously a luminous foundation would do, and like a dewy one. But this would be like, my water bottle just made a funny noise. This would be like a perfect night out foundation, which is why it makes sense why my sister uses it on her clients, because most of them are going to parties or nights out and stuff, and she's doing the makeup. And it's gonna, like, you know, of it being matte, it probably is gonna last all night as well. It definitely sits on top of the skin. I know that for sure. Like, I can definitely see it kind of bunching up a little bit on my forehead. I don't know if you're able to tell or not. Where it hasn't like fully kind of went in, like hasn't like blended in fully. And I've been like doing it with the sponge, I've been doing it with the brush, and obviously it's just sitting on top of the skin. So do bear that in mind as well. I'm going to do the rest of my foundation. I'll be back with you in a minute, and to just see what it looks like and how stuff applies on top of it. So this is what the foundation looks like with all of my makeup done. I've just filmed a video trying out the I Heart Revolution Heartbreakers collection. So the blush, the highlighter, the eyeshadow palette, and the concealer. So I will leave that link down below if it is already up. If not, it is coming in Vlogust. As you all know, I'm doing a new video every single day. So I just want to say, this foundation actually looks stunning. Like, with the rest of my makeup on, it is definitely like a full glam foundation, but it'd be one that I'd like happily wear for work as well, because I feel like it's not totally in your face, like you've got a full face of makeup on, but it looks flawless. I love the colour combination of the two foundations. I'm really impressed so far. And I'm hoping to see how long it lasts, to see whether it lasts on my oily T-zone or not. So I shall check in a couple of hours' time. It's currently 2:20, because I've been filming that other video. So I'll speak to you later on tonight, and we'll see how it held up, what it's looking like, and what we're thinking. So this is the check-in for the day. It is currently 20:10, so I do apologise if I'm talking a little bit quieter. I don't know if you can see. I don't know if like you can actually see with this lighting, but I am really oily in my T-zone, and obviously I do get oily in my T-zone. Let's turn this light back up. But I do think if you just set that with a little bit of powder, like, it would be totally fine. And there's nothing on this brush, but I'll just kind of tap it a little bit. Yeah, back to like perfecto. I must admit, it is a very wearable full coverage, if that makes sense. So it is something that will definitely last all day. Definitely sweat proof, transfer proof. Obviously I've been about my day, I've been at Aldi, I've had a little lay down. And literally, like, the tiniest little bit of powder on this brush, it's basically set back down and just looks flawless again. It has definitely bunched up where I've got dry bits and flaky bits of skin, so do bear that in mind if that's something that you do kind of struggle with. And I did put on moisturiser and like eye cream and stuff, but it's, especially around my nose, it has gotten a little bit flaky, so obviously do bear that in mind. But it does say that it is better for normal to oily combination. It's better for normal to oily skin, so it makes sense with obviously what the claims are as well. I think it'll definitely be a foundation that I will be reaching for a night out, and I'd love to see it compared to the MAC Studio Fix foundation, to see is it actually just like very similar to it, especially when you mix it with that warm sunshade. I'm glad that I did that, because I feel like the other one is just way too light and the other one's way too pink. So yeah, I think it's held my blusher really well. I'm actually really impressed by it. So yeah, I would recommend picking up, but I would say to look really into the shades and maybe pick up that warm sunshade and get the shade that is the closest to you with the right undertone instead of getting the shade that basically matches you but is the wrong undertone, which is like what I did to begin with. So yeah, I would recommend it. Maybe try it out, see what you think. Let me know down below if you have got it and what your thoughts are. I'll hopefully see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Like I said, I am doing Vlogmas, so it's a brand new video every single day in August. So I'll hopefully see you tomorrow, 6 o'clock UK time. Bye guys.